Hi, boys and girls. Remember, today's going to be the story The Hat, written by Jan Brett, retold by Jan Brett. And I want you to be thinking about the mitten that we listened to yesterday. And we had lots of different animals that climbed inside. What happened to the mitten at the end? Let's find out about the hat and see how they are the same and how they are different. Remember, you could do a Venn diagram with that if you wanted to. The Hat. And because it's written by Jan Brett, we'll have our secrets, our clues on the edges again, okay? Winter was on the way. Lisa took her woolen clothes out of the chest and carried them outside. So already if I was doing a Venn diagram, I might remember that Nicky, a boy, was the main character in the mitten. And now Lisa, that sounds like it's going to be a girl. So that would be different between the two stories, wouldn't it? And so here's one of our clues. She was hanging them up in the fresh air when a strong wind blew one of her stockings off the line. Do you know what a stocking is? We might think of it as a sock, but it would be a long one. So here is this one. We see the stocking in the basket. And then here's this. Looks like a hedgehog or a porcupine, doesn't it? Curious Hedgie found it and poked his nose in, and when he puffed it out, the stocking was stuck on his prickles. How embarrassing, Hedgie thought. So if I was thinking of those two stories, did the mitten have a hedgehog too? Yes, it did. So that could go in the center of it, couldn't it? So he put his head into the stocking, and then it got stuck on the top. And here is the next animal coming. The mother hen came by with her chicks. Cackle, cackle. The chickens laughed. What's that on your head, Hedgie? Why, it's my new hat, he told her. Isn't it beautiful? The mother hen cocked her head as if she had an idea. Then off she ran. So here's what one thing is. There's Lisa. And so Hedgie now, remember he was embarrassed he had that stocking on his head? And then he said it's his new hat? And I wonder where the mother chicken went. Here's our next animal that's going to come. Hedgie saw the noisy gander looking down at him. Honk, honk, ho, ho, ho. The gander laughed. Look at that. The hedgehog has flipped his gizzard. Laugh today, gander, but tomorrow when it rains, my hat will keep me dry. The gander thought for a moment, and off he ran. So first the chicken ran, and now the gander is running. What do you think's going to happen? And here's Hedgie with his hat on. Oh, and here's our secret. Here's our next one. And this one's Lisa. The barn cat was watching from a tree as Hedgie tugged at the stocking. Meow, he called down. What a silly-looking hedgehog you are with that thing on your head. But my ears will be warm in a snowstorm. Purred the cat. And off he ran. So if you're comparing these, think about the animals that are the same and different. I don't think there were chickens, a gander, or a cat in the mitten story, were they? So here's our next animal. The farm dog and her puppies found Hedgie in a patch of brambles. Hedgie, is that a hat you're wearing? How funny you look, she barked, and her puppies yelped and giggled. But I'll be cozy and dry in the snow, Hedgie said. The farm dog's ears perked up, and off she ran. Why are they all running away? Oh, here's our next one. Here's our next animal. Oink, oink, the piglet squeaked. What are you up to, Hedgie? The mama pig asked. Making sure my hat doesn't fall off and an icy wind blows up. I see, said the mama pig, and off she ran. So he has a different reason for everyone, doesn't he? They would never know he was embarrassed. Hedgie, what is that ridiculous thing on your head? The pony snorted at Hedgie. That was the last straw. It's my hat, of course. Don't you know that everyone should wear a hat in winter when it's cold and snowy? Hedgie shouted. The pony looked startled. Hedgie was usually so friendly. And off he ran. Here's our clue. Lisa's looking out the window, isn't she? Hedgie just wanted to be alone. He was tired of everyone laughing at him, and with this thing on his head, he wouldn't even fit in his den. Oh, that is a problem, isn't it? Wonder what he's going to do if he can't get in. His den would be his house, and it would be like underground, so he has to fit in the hole. Here's our secret. He didn't hear Lisa running after him, the other stocking in her hand. Come back, you silly hedgehog, she called. Oh no, Hedgie thought. Even the girl is laughing at me. And here's our secret. Lisa caught up and pulled the stocking off Hedgie's head. You ridiculous little hedgehog, she laughed. Don't you know that animals don't wear clothes? What do you think the cat's going to do? What's the dog going to do? Hedgie headed for his den, and Lisa started back towards the clothesline. That's when she saw all of her missing woolens. Her woolens are her clothes. That's one of those tricky vocabulary words. And there's the horse. The horse has something now too, doesn't he? And here the pig has something. The animals had taken them, and each one was thinking, now I am wearing a magnificent hat. Look at the chicken and the gander and the cat and the dog and the pig and the horse. Lisa was still chasing them when Hedgie reached his den. How ridiculous they look. Don't they know that animals should never wear clothes? So, do you think you can make a Venn diagram comparing the mitten to the hat? You can compare the characters, that one was a hat and one was a mitten, but they both happened in the snow, so they both happened in the winter. So try that, boys and girls, and see what you can do with that, okay? Hope you have a great day.